And welcome back to another episode of the Morning Tapes podcast, everyone. Hello. It is that time of the week. My name is Matthew Fontaine, and I hope you're all having or had a great, a fantastic morning today. Maybe I should start saying that. Fantastic. I like that. Speaking of fantastic, the fourth trailer of the Avengers Doomsday include the Fantastic Four. What a great way to jump into this week's news segment. This week we have a decent amount. Actually, we don't have that much to discuss. Like I said, fourth trailer of Avengers Doomsday has come out, as long as the official runtime of it, which is apparently going to be 3 hours and 45 minutes long. That is one long movie, but my ass is going to be sitting down in that chair for every single second of it, including credits. Because there might be a post-credit scene, we'll see. Robert Downey Jr. coming back as Victor Von Doom. So hyped for that. Apparently, the Russo brothers confirmed that the trailers all have something to do with one another. Like there's hidden meanings for each one. So maybe someone's going to do some finding. You can figure the puzzle out for that one. It's not me though, because I am too lazy to do that. Very lazy. What else for this week? Oh, so Conformity Gate did not happen. That was the previous episode. It's just me talking about Conformity Gate and being like, sorry. If you don't know what Conformity Gate is, Stranger Things, everyone thought there was going to be a secret 9th episode to the final season. There wasn't. That was just a bunch of people who were very unsatisfied with the finale and just wanted another taste of the characters one final time. That was a very weird way to say that. Oh well. And yeah, nothing happened. Netflix ended up crashing a few times. Nothing happened. And everyone was like, oh, actually, it's January 12th. Something's going to happen January 12th. Nothing happened January 12th. Want to know why? Because the show is over, bro. The show is over. They're done. But the reason I bring this up is because January 12th, when everyone thought they were going to get a new episode, they released a documentary, which showed behind-the-scenes footage of Stranger Things 5. And wow, a lot got kind of spilled out of the bag. One of the biggest ones being that it is pretty much confirmed that the Duffer Brothers used ChatGPT to write the script, which is very unfortunate. And that kind of changes my entire perspective of the finale now, knowing that it was made by AI. Listen, AI has come a very long way, and sometimes it is helpful, but I do not agree with it being used in the film industry, in the television industry, for writing purposes and stuff. Yes, it makes it easier, but it does not. It's just wrong. It's just wrong. It's just stealing jobs, and yeah, it's just unfortunate. You hate to see that. They had 3 tabs open of ChatGPT. Someone took a screenshot, and one of the shots they had in the documentary they made, and 3 tabs of ChatGPT were open. That's crazy. And everyone's kind of hating on the Duffer Brothers just because, once again, I kind of don't like this either. In the Abyss, for Stranger Things, like the final battle with all the creatures and everything. Well, there's no creatures, actually. There's no Demogorgons, there's no Demobats, there's nothing at all, besides the one big creature in Vecna. And everyone thought that was stupid. Other writers came up to the Duffer Brothers to like, hey, maybe we should advocate them. And I'm going to do a lot. This is my impersonation of, I forgot which one of the Duffer Brothers, but one of the Duffer Brothers responding to that comment. Thank you. That was my impersonation of one of the Duffer Brothers after being told that maybe it would be smart to have other monsters in the abyss. Point that I'm trying to make is that people are very unsatisfied with the Stranger Things finale, and I think from this point on, they're just gonna have to deal with that. That is until the next show does come out, because I believe they confirmed 3 other spin-off shows, which does include Stranger Things Tales of 85, which I think premieres this year. So we're gonna have to look forward to that. But yeah, that's about all the news. Oh wait, no, that's not it. Here, I'm gonna look this up. The next installment of 28 years later, The Bone Temple has come out with a 93% on Rotten Tomatoes. I've actually watched 28 Years Later, which is the film before this, obviously. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good horror movie. And if you don't know what 28 year, well, actually, you don't know the 28 film trilogy, I guess. It started off with 28 Days Later, which is follows a zombie apocalypse, and then the sequel to that was 28 Months Later, and the sequel to that was 28 Years Later, which released, what was it, last year, I think. And then, very surprisingly, it came out in Dump Month. Wasn't expecting that, but apparently it's pretty good. It looks pretty good. Looks pretty decent. We have I keep forgetting his name. Killian, what? I just read the cast. Cillian Murphy's in it. I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right. It should be. Cillian Murphy is apparently reprising his role somewhere. I don't know how. I did not see him in the trailer at all. I guess I might have just spoiled it for myself. Whoops. I love Cillian Murphy. Great in Oppenheimer. Great in a lot of stuff actually, but he was very good in Oppenheimer. Anywho, today's episode, I just wanted to discuss the film industry. Obviously, that's what this podcast is. But we're going to dive into Font Films for a little bit, just a few minutes. Kind of just want to discuss what is new with the channel. Just kind of another weekly update, I guess. Probably not going to be the longest episode this week, but that's okay. Just want to, get a weekly get you guys fresh ideas of what's happening with the channel, what's happening with me, and what's happening with the film industry as well. We already checked one of those boxes off, so let's just get the other one. So, Font Films, what is new this week? Not a lot. Sorry to burst the bubble, guys. Not a lot has happened this week. I've been kind of getting ready for college and just other stuff that I'm trying to work on. And I have been doing some writing and kind of like thinking of the overall story of this show project that I'm working on. For those of you who may have not been keeping up with the podcast, I'm currently working on a new show project, which is heavily inspired by Stranger Things, It, and Gravity Falls. So, quite the lineup. But I think it's more important as of right now, I think it's more important to focus on other things in my life. Not to sound selfish, I'm just saying that I'm not going to go too intense with the writing process as of right now, but I will be doing that very soon in the future. But I have been kind of just scoping out, like, what do I want the overall storyline of this show to be? What do I want each episode to roughly, like, how do I want the overall story to move within each episode, basically? And I have been doing that, and I have been coming up with some good ideas. So, you know what? I'm going to give myself some credit. I actually have been doing a decent amount. Maybe not as much as I should, but I will say that progress is getting done, just not as swiftly as it was prior. But things are getting done. I'm currently trying to gather a team to help me with this project, actors, anyone behind camera. I do got 2 of my closest friends they actually offered to come help me. So I really appreciate that. Thank you guys for that one. If you're listening, you probably are. And yeah, this year I do want to push myself because I'm gonna bring up Gone Awry, my first actual, I guess, film, if you want to call it. For the first one, I think it was fine. I think it was good. I am satisfied with it, and it received a lot of positive feedback, which I always appreciate 100%. I do think I could do better though. Obviously, I just want to do better. That's my goal. I just want to improve with each project, and I know I can do better than Gone Awry, and I know this project will be better. Here's another comment I wanted to make. Gone Awry was very experimental, right? Another project that I'm kind of wanting to upload onto YouTube, which was this short film I made for one of my college courses called Action. Very short, it's like 4 minutes long, but it deals with anxiety and it deals with a lot of common themes that Gone Awry has, just maybe not as intense, but it does show an increase in my skills editing wise and storytelling wise because Action is it's okay. I'm going to give it a rating out of 10. It's probably like a 4.7. So it's very much okay. But I think you guys would like to see it. I think you guys would be interested in it. Just because same thing with me re-uploading my old videos onto the channel. It's cool just to see the progress that I made. It's cool to see how bad some of the other projects were and just to see how they changed over time. I'm not saying that the action was bad. I'm just saying that it's okay, like I said many times. I'm a broken record, I know. But yeah. So I'm probably gonna get that out sometime soon. Relatively soon. Just find a time to post that. Um I am gonna try and maybe reveal more information about the show project relatively soon as well. There's a lot that I want to do very soon on Fallen Films. Still working on the behind the scenes of Gone Awry. Kind of, I need to pick up the pace on that. Actually, I want to get that out soon. If Kanye West drops his album on January 30th, we're gonna get another post called "The Comeback of Kanye West." That'll be exciting. And I do have more ideas for other videos. I don't want to like give them out yet. Kind of want to let it. I'll let it simmer. I'll let it simmer for a little bit, you know. But yeah, I do got some good ideas for this year for Font Films. It's just kind of a slow burn so far, but I'm gonna get videos out to you guys soon, promise. And yeah, you know, I am excited. I really want this show project to be the best so far, and I really do think it will be. Like I said, I'm coming up with ideas left and right of like different characters, and I think it's pretty good. I think it's I like I kept coming up with ideas. I was like a kid in a candy shop writing this, and I don't know. It just seemed very easy. And oh yeah, geez, I'm all over the place. My point that I was gonna make with Gonorrhea being very experimental, this project of the show is gonna be very much less experimental. It's gonna be very simple, I guess you could call it. Like you don't have to watch it and then afterwards be like, "Oh, what did that mean? Let me think here. What did the cinematography mean in that shot? Why didn't Matthew Fontaine from Font Films organize that shot that way?" Hmm. No. It's gonna be very cut and dry. What you see is what you get, but what you get is very good. Write that one down. That was a good quote. Yeah, I'm very excited to keep continuing progress on this show project. Pilot episodes is I want to aim for September this year. I know that's I don't know. I know I'm like, oh yeah, I'm really excited for this project to come out in over a half a year from now. Trust the process, guys. We're gonna be filming probably in the summer. Take some time editing it, and as pretty much as soon as it's done, I'm not gonna like hold on to it. I'm gonna just like, get it out there because what's the point? I guess I could wait for Halloween for the Halloween season because it's gonna be a horror mystery drama, whatever you want to call it, um, show project. So I could wait for Halloween, but I don't think I'm going to. Definitely not going to wait until December. Again, no point in doing that. So the sooner the better. And if it does receive some positive feedback, good. Then that means we'll just continue it and you guys will get more episodes. Which, hopefully, because there's a lot of good ideas for the pilot, but if it does get a continuation, oh my God, is it going to get so much better? So that's all I'm going to say. I think that's about it for this week's episode. Talked about pretty much everything. And yeah, I will say that. I think I'm getting better at talking for longer periods of time too. I didn't have to do any editing for this episode. If you notice in the earlier episodes, there's a lot of more cuts if you listen to it carefully. This week, no cuts. So hey, I'm gonna pat myself on the back for that one. We're gonna call it. That's a wrap. I'll see you guys next week. Bye, guys.